Once upon a time, in a not-too-distant future, something unimaginable happened. The sun, the life-giving star that had warmed and illuminated the Earth for billions of years, suddenly and inexplicably exploded. The cataclysmic event sent shockwaves through the vast expanse of space, and the repercussions were felt on every planet in the solar system. On Earth, chaos erupted as the news spread. Panic gripped the hearts of millions as they looked up at the sky, witnessing the once familiar sun transform into a brilliant fireball that consumed everything in its path. The sky turned into a dazzling display of colors, lighting up the world with an intensity never seen before. Scientists and world leaders scrambled to understand what had happened and to find a way to save humanity. It became clear that the explosion had released an enormous burst of energy, sending deadly particles hurtling toward Earth. The planet's atmosphere protected it for a time, but the long-term consequences were dire. As the days turned into weeks, the Earth's climate rapidly changed. The sudden absence of the sun's warmth caused temperatures to plummet, plunging the world into a perpetual winter. Snow-covered cities and landscapes that had once teemed with life. Plants withered, animals struggled to find food, and humans fought to survive. Amidst the darkness and despair, an international coalition of scientists, engineers, and visionaries emerged to take charge. They formed a global initiative called Project Aurora, with the goal of finding a solution to the impending crisis. Governments set aside their differences, pooling resources and knowledge in a desperate attempt to save humanity. Project Aurora's first objective was to develop advanced technology capable of harnessing alternative sources of energy. Scientists worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of nuclear fusion, aiming to create artificial suns that could provide light and warmth to a cold and barren world. The task was monumental, but the survival of humanity depended on it. Years turned into decades, and humanity adapted to the harsh new reality. Underground habitats were created, where people lived in tightly knit communities, utilizing advanced technology to simulate sunlight and grow food. The resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit were put to the ultimate test. Despite the challenges, progress was made. Artificial suns, known as solara, were developed and deployed across the planet. These massive energy-generating structures orbited the Earth, beaming down warmth and light to designated areas. It was a temporary solution, but it bought humanity precious time. Generations passed, and hope flickered like a dying ember. The solara stations required constant maintenance and energy sources to function. The strain on resources was immense, and supplies dwindled with each passing year. Human populations had diminished, and the weight of the responsibility to find a new home pressed heavily on the shoulders of the remaining survivors. Yet, just when all seemed lost, a breakthrough emerged. The scientific community discovered a distant habitable planet, orbiting a neighboring star. Named New Dawn, it held the promise of a fresh start, a chance for humanity to rebuild and thrive once more. The realization of this possibility ignited a renewed sense of purpose and determination among the survivors. With great determination, they designed interstellar ships capable of transporting a small fraction of the population to this new world. The evacuation process was arduous and required sacrifices. Families were torn apart, leaving loved ones behind to face an uncertain fate. Yet, the vision of a future beyond Earth, on New Dawn, propelled them forward. As the first ships set sail toward the distant star, a mix of emotions filled the hearts of those left behind. Sorrow for the world they had lost, but also a glimmer of hope for the brave pioneers who would forge a new existence among the stars. The remaining population on Earth dedicated themselves to supporting the mission, knowing that the survival of humanity depended on the success of those who embarked on the journey. Years stretched into decades as the interstellar ships traveled through the vastness of space. The pioneers faced countless challenges during their voyage, from cosmic radiation to resource limitations and the strain of long-duration space travel. However, they persevered, united by a common goal and fueled by the dreams of a brighter future. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the Solaris stations faltered. The resources required to maintain them became scarce, and one by one, they ceased to function. The planet once again plunged into darkness, its inhabitants relying on the dwindling reserves of artificial light and energy sources. On New Dawn, the pioneers established a new civilization. They constructed settlements, cultivated the land, and embraced sustainable practices to ensure the longevity of their new home. With the knowledge brought from Earth, they developed advanced technologies that utilized the resources of their newfound planet. Generations were born and raised on New Dawn, unaware of the world their ancestors had left behind. They thrived under the light of a new sun, one that burned steadily and faithfully in the sky. The pioneers' sacrifices had paved the way for a prosperous future, where humanity could flourish once more. Back on Earth, the remaining population faced a harsh reality. Without the artificial light and warmth provided by the Solaris stations, their existence became increasingly precarious. As resources became scarcer, communities banded together, forming tight-knit societies that relied on cooperation and sustainable practices to survive. In the midst of the struggle, a glimmer of hope emerged. Scientists and engineers, who had remained behind on Earth, made a groundbreaking discovery. They found a way to harness the energy of distant stars, using advanced technologies and space-based infrastructure. It was a beacon of possibility, a chance to bring light back to their darkened world. With renewed determination, the scientists and engineers set to work, constructing massive solar collectors and deploying them in orbit around Earth. These stations, known as Luminara, tapped into the energy radiated by nearby stars, beaming it down to the planet's surface. Slowly, the artificial light illuminated once again desolate cities and landscapes. As the light returned, so did a renewed sense of hope. The survivors, who had clung to life in the face of adversity, now glimpsed the possibility of a brighter future. They realized that they were not alone, that humanity's tenacity and resilience had prevailed against all odds. Over time, the population on Earth began to recover. With the help of Luminara and the sustainable practices learned from the pioneers on New Dawn, they rebuilt their communities and nurtured the planet's wounded ecosystems. They embraced a newfound appreciation for the fragility and interconnectedness of all life on Earth. Generations passed, and humanity thrived once more, both on New Dawn and Earth. The two worlds remained connected, exchanging knowledge, culture, and resources. It was a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable challenges, we have the capacity to adapt, to overcome, and to explore the vastness of the universe. And so, the story of the day the sun exploded became a tale woven into the fabric of human history. It served as a reminder of the fragility of our existence and the resilience of our species. From the ashes of catastrophe, humanity rose, reaching for the stars and embracing the boundless possibilities that lay ahead.